Okay. You guys are gonna get accused for cheaters for this one, but I want everyone trying this in your Pearl games today so that we can get a clip of this. So there's a timing trick on Pearl that also uses a fancy wallbang. So all you do pre-round is you stand roughly, do you see these dots? You stand like on this third grid line out in like here, and then you just have any weapon that's medium or high pen, and you like are gonna ping like these doors, and you're gonna bang like here. There's the bullets, and you shoot this bang on the clock. If you're doing this one right here, you ping the wall. You shoot this bang at 137. 137. Okay, so the clock ticks down 3 seconds, and then bang, and then you play the round. And you'll get called out for cheating. Yeah.
There.
Let's see if it would have worked here. It's unlikely because we're on economic advantage, but disadvantage. 137. Oh, we didn't round the corner yet. No way! No way! No way! I would have killed this guy. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my official Discord over at discord.gg/woohoojin. Here you can enter free raffles to win free VOD review live on stream. You can also support me with a premium membership, which unlocks access to private VCT restreams, professional player analysis, shared professional strategy channels, and much more. Enjoy the video. Fade on Pearl. It's our Diamond 1 demotion game. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, I'm seeing some painful stuff. One second, let me pull it up. I'm seeing a red carpet get rolled out in your honor right now. Dang. All right, let's take a look at Pearl. Okay, so this is an interesting Pearl lobby. One of the most important concepts in higher level play on this map is these pop flash agents. A lot of the time you're going to see Pearl games where a team doesn't have one because they're actually not that common on this map. Like KO is the one you'll see a lot. But since we both have them, this B long fight is going to be super coin flippy.
Bring them down.
Good dog.
Where are
Good eye.
Take hold.
You suck.
Bring them down.
Good dog.
I'm so bad at
Here come the flashes.
Reloading. There.
Upper link.
Weapon.
Okay, we're in trouble. It's pistol round, so we're kind of chilling. But we have no threat of the mid lurk and no trip. We're all death balled on site. Oh my god, you're crazy.
Too long.
God, you can see the future.
Chamber of Phoenix. Oh,
You can see the future.
Phoenix still long.
One enemy remaining.
Last long.
Yeah, so this is an awareness problem from you. We need to recognize flank is a huge issue, and you don't want to get like this wide. Look how wide we are in halls. It commits us to these fights. Okay, stand as 5, gun advantage. Oh, I got some secret tech on this map that I'm about to unleash.
Can we raise naked break all my stuff?
We just gotta wait for the right moment. Okay. Everyone has this problem, so I want everybody watching to remember. Please remember or take a mental note when you're loading into a game. If your team has a healer, then try not to look for a fight on 20 HP while said healer is still alive. Please, it's a lot of free value. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be relevant tech time. Okay. You guys are gonna get accused for cheaters for this one, but I want everyone trying this in your Pearl games today so that we can get a clip of this. So there's a timing trick on Pearl that also uses a fancy wallbang. So all you do pre-round is you stand roughly, do you see these dots? You stand like on this third grid line out in like here, and then you just have any weapon that's medium or high pen, and you like are gonna ping like these doors, and you're gonna bang like here. There's the bullets, and you shoot this bang on the clock. If you're doing this one right here, you ping the wall. You shoot this bang at 137. 137. Okay, so the clock ticks down 3 seconds, and then bang, and then you play the round. You'll get called out
If
for
you wanna
cheating,
play
yeah.
info,
Let's see if it would have worked here. It's unlikely because we're on economic advantage, but disadvantage. 137. Oh, we didn't round the corner yet. No way! No way! No way! I would have killed this guy. He has a Spectre. His team has a Vandal. His team has a Vandal. Right there, we have a teammate with a Vandal. If we just calmed to borrow that Vandal.
I was gonna. Yeah, Phoenix.
Ooh. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. So you're looking for a potential art guy? Makes sense. You have a Spectre. Makes sense. Makes sense. So if you want the guy to fight you straight up, I probably want you fighting him from up here. This like vertical angle is really good for us. However, I really don't think you need to give this guy a fair fight. I would much rather you play something like this. Because now when you reveal this guy, like he's coming around this way, it's really close range. It's quite fair. Quite fair. And you have close cover. You can jiggle back into it. Here out in the open, it's really,
Yeah,
you're
Phoenix
committed.
still.
Holy lag.
Okay, so now we're about to enter the danger zone. So remember what I pointed out at the start of the round with these pop flashes? My eyes are immediately noticing that this Viper wall is quite passively placed, which is quite strong if they have a Phoenix in the area. So your job as the initiator, a lot of the time you're the refragger, second man. So it falls onto you very often to position yourself behind the entry as they're about to come out and play anti-flash, or even like tuck in this corner and swing off the flash, because there's going to be a flash very likely, and if it blinds your whole team and you all die to it, it's your fault. It's your fault.
One's up in tower. Careful.
Or they're just gonna give up the whole site and you get a free bomb plant. I don't like this. I don't like this. Watch how you peek the corner. You're quite literally shift walking around the corner and you just exposed the entire thing. You're dead. People generally on these retakes really like to hold this type of angle, hoping that you'll peek them and give them a free fight. But then you, not only did you peek it, which is defensible if you peek it really carefully, but you just shift walk peeked out into the open with your crosshair in the middle here. So you're dead. You're dead. We can't do that. We can't do that. You can peek this first angle, and then if you really want to fight, we should toss some bullets. Like we should be pre-firing these angles. People hold them all the time. All right, we're living too much in the past. Living too much in the past. We're an economic disadvantage. There's here, you know, I'm gonna pull up one of my other private students because he's working on this right now. One of my private students, Chad, we're working on our mid-round calling. We have a very simple rule. If we're on an economic disadvantage on offense, we try to call contact explode. Quite straightforward. Why is that? Because it's a good play on economic disadvantage and it's easy to call. The problem here is that you're making noise immediately. The enemy team knows you're on eco, and when you start making a ton of footsteps like that, they're just going to fast rotate. They're going to try to stall you while their team rotates over, and you're going to give up all of the map control and you're going to cry. If instead of clomping, we just shift walk their guns out, make contact with somebody, and then rush to the site, we're going to hit the site against less people, because these B people won't have started rotating yet. Because we're making noise like this, they're getting ready for us now. We're less likely to get a free pick. And here comes the stalling utility. There's already 3 here. So that round is all about how we played it. Has nothing to do with the gun disadvantage. Actually, do I have a clip? I was playing unrated the other evening, and somebody on my team said hi to me, asked me to shot call around. We're like losing, right? It's just Swift play, we're vibing, and we're just autopiloting. Check the difference. Check the difference. We're losing every round, 0-3. Now watch how easy it is the moment I make a call.
I was literally watching.
Yeah, I think we fake chaos on the recon A main. We'll have Raze push sewers. Everybody else contact C. Go C. Go C. Everyone but Raze. Go C long. C long. I'll grab the bomb on the rotation. Phoenix, C long. C long. C long. Don't peek. Don't make noise. Just get close to the corner. We're gonna fake A first. I'll call. Recon. A boom bust short.
Reyna's going window.
All right, go. C.
Get out of my way.
I'm taking garage right now. I don't see anything. And now look. Man, this Woohoo good. Bam. Free sight. Completely free sight. And from a team that was losing every round, we have nearly a flawless round. We lose one guy and we win. Now, yeah, sure, you're like, wow, this guy just IGL'd a fake in 12 seconds perfectly and the whole team listened. I can't do that. Of course not. I'm really good at it. I've practiced it a ton. But you can aim to be that. You can aim to be that guy, and it takes practice. How do you practice this stuff? By trying to call it.
And when you guys get, if you want to do mid to A, I can
Here we go.
ult. And when you guys get link, I can ult out.
Yeah, see? So what's the problem with our comm here? I can't tell if we're all going mid to A, if some of us are going A main, who's going mid to A, where you're ulting from, and how we're taking Link. Yeah, and our lack of plan for how to take mid control leaves us losing 2 people.
One's on B, right?
There, take them. Bring them down.
Yeah, now you're ulting an empty site.
He was
And I could have told you this site was likely empty because of what we saw on the minimap over here. So there's Chamber,
oh my
there's Raze,
God.
who dies, and then we kill Phoenix here. So now there's Chamber, Viper, Fade alive. Fade, if she was A, would have been pushing with Phoenix. And Viper's been a B player.
mid.
Yeah, it's hard to explain how strong good calling is. But so Chad, he's like Ascendant 1, a private student. And I happened to be Immortal 1, so I queued a ranks game with him to get a feel for his in-game presence. When I play in these like low Immortal, high Ascendant lobbies, I have to intentionally avoid shot calling because we'll just like crush. So the strategy is so weak in these games and the bar's not as high as you think it is. Like, let's reset. So we're on economic disadvantage. This much is clear. And we're facing a team that's rotated quite quickly. Their Phoenix frequently flanks us B when we make B noise. I'm sure this is a pattern you can recognize. When we've hit B twice now, they flanked both times. So I'd like to call a B fake and keep some rack guy here in our spawn. Try to pick that Phoenix dude off, take his gun and hit A. That would be what I'd try to call here. So here's how I'd call it. I say, yo, this Phoenix always flanks out when we hit B. Let's send everybody but Reyna B long. I'll dog it. We'll toss a ton of util. And then Reyna, you just stay ratted in our spawn here and try to pick off the Phoenix. Off that pick, we're going to go A. If we don't see him, we'll just keep making noise. We'll pray that we do. And then bam, you play the round and you gamble that Phoenix flanks.
Two pushed.
And it looks like I would have been wrong, but I think this Raze would have flanked and we would have been fine.
Let me dog this. Chill. Okay, never mind.
Phoenix probably would have too. There he is. You can only make these kinds of observations during VOD review. Okay. So on offense, there's a few things you always should try to pay attention to that help making these calls easier. Where does each enemy usually play? How fast do they rotate? And how often do they flank? You should have a decent answer to each of these questions by like round 4. So my answer is Chamber's usually in the B link area. Viper's usually towards B. Their Phoenix is usually towards A side. Their Raze is usually towards Art. And then their Fade appears to play A side or Art side. Their Phoenix and Raze both like aggressing A main. And they rotate very quickly and flank very often. So with that information in mind, you can try to build plans. These are the questions you try to answer while you're playing. You don't need to have the right answers to those questions to come up with good plans. Yeah. So if we've been keeping track of their playstyles, where's this last guy? Where's this last guy at? Most likely. Christian, I'm asking you, the VOD submitter, give me a light read. Just a light read. You don't need to be like, she's absolutely right here, Woohujin. Where isn't she? Yeah, the important thing is she's probably not B. She's probably not B. Probably not B, because she's usually been playing A side. So you just grab the bomb and go B. Yeah, there she is, rotating towards B from CT. I really try to emphasize, you don't have to have the right read. You have to have a read. The problem is when you don't try to have a read. So we pull my notepad back up. Whatever the text was, they're like, how fast? Even if you have the wrong answer to all of these questions, if you try to make a plan off of all those wrong answers, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. You're going to be fine.
Backside, judge.
Plenty for Link. 2 Link.
Planted.
All right, so here's my read. Phoenix is going to flank. And so I think you're going to get flashed if you don't get some cover.
120 Viper. He fell out.
Chilling.
Where are you?
Less chilling.
On.
Oh, you're better.
Oh, what?
Dad body block you.
No.
How can Banana be right every single time? That is so late. He always flanks though. I just made a read. He's the Doctor Strange of coaching. Yeah, okay, so here's my read. Phoenix is walking up A main. That's my read. This dude always flanks. We don't see him B. We don't see him mid. So I would like you to go hold that guy before he kills your jet.
I have ult if you want to.
And we should have a gun out here because Phoenix could be right there. Hey, it's not.
I'll wait till everyone.
And see how it's not a big deal if I've got my gun out and I'm looking here. It's not like round losing to have the wrong read. Wow.
No one's on site.
I'm so.
Wait, that guy's just gonna push you. Whoa, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. I don't think you should stick this.
I'm so.
So let's pretend we're an all-seeing oracle real quick. Nobody's holding our plant right now on dugout side. The A main players are smoked off and our sky is looking towards flowers. So who's holding our plant exactly at this point? And then our sky turns to hold us. But she's also getting peeked by this viper at the same time. It's a little messy. Okay. You know what my read is? You're going to see Phoenix. It was wrong last round, but I stick to my guns. Nothing be long. I think Phoenix is flanking A main. I just need Brimstone to make some contact B, and then we're going to see Phoenix. Close enough. You see, my read being wrong would have led to me getting a kill. Now you got a kill too. You're kind of out in the open. Okay. I like that you want to plant in the open. I don't like that we're planting in the open. There's a rule of thumb. I wrote this note down for myself back when I was like diamond, and it read, and I quote, planting in the open and praying they don't peek a dangerous angle is not a viable strategy. This is what I wrote down for myself as a note. Because I caught myself a lot of time planting, staring at some danger and going, please, God, don't peek. So you have two options when you're in that scenario. Option one is you tap the bomb and you hold that danger that you're really worried about. And a lot of the times that's your only option. Okay, but this time surely my advice applies, right?
Where are we? 30 seconds left.
This time we're planting and praying. The lightning struck twice. Before I tuck in a corner like this, I always like to take a mental note of, can they util spam me? And here the answer is yes, they have a Viper Molly. So I wouldn't play here. I'd play on this side. I'd cross. And your crosshair is really wide right now. Right now the threat is this dude walking up here to clear you slowly, this type of pathing. And I'm pretty sure if they do that, they're not going to swing you this wide.
I'll find you. Still waiting. Bring them down.
So I've said this before, with the eyeball and pistol round, I really like holding it. Like, I get it. It's a rechargeable ability. You want to throw it right away to get infinite value because it'll come back 40 seconds later. But consider this food for thought. On pistol round, teams generally 5-stack on offense and just make noise and hit a sight. So if they're coming B, you're going to hear them within like the first 5 seconds. And if they're not coming B, you won't hear them in the first 5 seconds and you can leave. And this way you can kind of hold your haunt and use it to get value that round. Throwing it here is like you're trying to counter like a slow play from them to get info if they're walking up slowly. Okay, I don't like this round. Our formation is super straightforward and linear, and it's exactly what we played last round, but now we're on economic disadvantage, and we haven't gotten weird at all. Yeah, failing grade for this round. Wait, I love how this guy's comms seemingly are as if, like, when he dies, he can't talk anymore because he's dead.
It's something. Raise it out. Raise.
Raise this out. Raise. Then she just stops talking.
I don't see anything.
Okay, we're way too passive. So we know that they're mid at this point, like here. They fight and kill our Brim. And then we decide with this information that we're going to go walk back and forth in spawn. I don't like that. As an initiator, your default, like gut instinct, when you don't know what to do. So here, let's pretend you didn't know what to do. I want you to just go and hug the butthole of your nearest buddy. So your jet was here. You just go up and play with them. Just stand right next to them. And you're chilling. I don't want what we did here. Now you see, we've literally seen no enemies all around, and it's 2v5, and there's nothing we could have done at that point in the 2v5. Like, there's nothing we can do. Oh, whoa, eco strat. Wait,
like 2 seconds till blind.
does it just happen via raw chance?
Yeah, I'm down to do some dumb shit mid.
Oh no, your Sky called it. Sky div.
Still waiting.
Now that's tragic, but I really want you to pay attention to how strong dumb shit like this is on economic disadvantage. This guy quite literally just swung out exposed to 5 people. If we just killed that fade, it's like right here, if that fade had died to the 5 of us, then it's 4v3 and we're winning the round. Now the fade didn't die, which is unlucky, right? I don't care about the mechanical error.
Switch it up.
I like that round.
Elbow.
Okay, so I believe, let me check the money. Let me check the money. Yeah, okay, so they're on a gigabyte. We saw one A main there, and now it's turning into B. And if you recall when I've explained Pearl before, one of these patterns that I've talked about being a repeat pattern is like the idea of a late mid lurker on offense when you're trying to plant the bomb in the open. Now we saw one A main, and generally when there's one A main and noise B, usually this implies there's some pressure mid, because they would be leaving their chain completely broken if they had 1 A main and 4 B long. Now, it's not out of the question, but it's unlikely. So it's quite likely that they have 1 mid, which is why I don't like that we're knife out here running through the doors, because there's a highly likely chance that they're mid and we're just dying for free if they were.
Reloading.
Yeah, so I would have just made sure that I rotated like our jet rotated. Watch how your jet rotates through mid.
We'll catch them. Getting sight. Bring them down.
You see the whole time she's looking mid and backing up. I like that a lot from her. If we'd done similar, then we're chilling.
Ah, abi.
Okay. We need to talk about cover. So you're expecting them to potentially split A here. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's the A main. Against a pop flash, for one, we can't come out this wide. This is too dangerous without
There.
somebody else ready to play off of us, which nobody is. And we're giving them what's called cover advantage. So if you've ever watched, Sinatra's the best example of this. He does it really well. He'll get real close to an angle and he'll like finesse this cover on the guy. Like if he knows somebody's out there, he'll like really play the cover really well. When somebody has cover advantage like this, it almost becomes like 70-30, maybe even 80-20 in super high or low. So we need to be playing this cover here to take this fight in turn until we have somebody like mid doors who can play with us. So we come out wide too fast. And fortunately, this guy doesn't flash us or anything. He just swings out. And then also, fortunately, we connect bullets while we're cross spraying with Vandal. Oh, the angle advantage apply here? Angle advantage doesn't apply. People get confused about this. Angle advantage applies when you're holding. So if you're standing and holding this angle, yeah, this sucks. You're at angle disadvantage and you'll die. But if you're standing here so you can jiggle like this, you're fine. You're fine. This is fine. Angle advantage only comes into play really when you're holding something or somebody's like peeking into you. If you're swinging from a close angle, it's pretty much undistinguishable from swinging from a far angle. People get this really confused, and for some reason they don't notice that professional players don't always swing from these close angles. You're like, oh, what? But won't they see you first? Look, look, look. Who do you want to watch? They always swing close to angles. Look, isn't he angle disadvantaging himself right now?
Yeah.
No, as long as you're peeking, it's no biggie. Now here he's holding, so he backs up from the corner. Keep watching, keep watching. He just peeked so close to this corner. Isn't that terrible? Sinatra's show looks different. Oh, he just picked a VOD. He's a pro. Look how close he is to this corner and he's about to peek. It's no big deal. No big deal because he's peeking.
Did he ever come out the
And he's not peeking with like
Yeah, he did.
tiny baby footsteps. So look at 6 distance from this corner. How far would you say this is? At least 26 meters, given Phoenix died here 26 meters away. And now that Fade, who's long, can't be more than 5 meters away from that corner. Now, would you genuinely say, oh, Sick has a crazy advantage here on this Fade? No, it's negligible. Completely negligible. Now, if Sick were slowly peeking that Fade and Fade were holding, then Sick has a huge advantage, huge angle advantage. Okay, so swinging close to an angle, no big deal, no big deal.
Fade stuck in that corner.
Okay. Thinking caps. Fade is stuck in a corner. Now we're about to throw util, but let's think. Who the hell solo lurks on Fade? That's what I'm thinking. Thinking, why would we just see a Fade? People don't solo lurk on Fade, so I'm really sus of this angle that your Jet is exposing herself to right now. Let's watch the round. Oh, I'm so sus.
They're coming out. They're coming out.
Oh my god, we're so lucky. So was she solo lurking as Fade? Yeah. But should you be gambling that that's the case and walking out like this? No. You need to be gun right here, right now, to cover for your Jet. You missed a very important indicator. But notice how... This is the important part. Because people be like, oh, you get the wrong reads a lot in Diamond. Yeah. But do I really get punished for covering this option? Because I noticed it was Fade here and I cover this now for my team? No negative happens here.
He's coming up.
Careful pushing.
What? He crossed already.
Yeah, the only risk here that you're holding is you're giving them this option, but they can jump up here. You won't see them and then they can peek you. And your crosshair is just trained for this height.
There.
Just keep that in mind. It's a little risky to hold this far back and just hold this angle. If you hold like even a bit tighter like this, it's a lot safer. Yeah, you're less likely to kill them, but they're less likely to kill you. And then once you spot them, now you can like try to finesse some cover and fight them if you really want. It's important to get that info first because when you hold out here, it's just so dangerous.
We'll catch them.
I'm seeing a man who's very calculated in his utility usage, or a woman. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think your problem is if we pulled up a Pearl VOD from today or yesterday, you're going to be playing art, you're going to be eyeballing A main, and you're going to be sucking this side most of the time on defense. And this is our problem. I'm not seeing dynamic adjustment to the team we're facing. You have very utility first, fight second mindset. Your aim sucks. You don't want to rely on it. So first of all, you need confidence to perform in esports. So you can never think to yourself, my aim sucks, I can't take fight. The moment you think that to yourself, you're going to essentially keep yourself down. You're not going to be able to rank up as high as you're capable of. But second of all, even if you are a utility first player, your utility is very one-dimensional. You're not adapting to the lobby. That's the problem. The problem is during this pre-round, we haven't pointed out that they always lurk mid, and we're not trying to do anything about that. But there's no adjusted plan. And this is the best part. I don't care if your plan's good. All I care is you make a comm that sounds like this. Yo, they push out mid every round. Let's try X. And then it's lit and you get an S+.